So, for those of you that are working with me in the chakra embodiment or in other programs, one thing you might have noticed is that I talk a lot about symbolism. So, that for me, that comes in with the fact that I speak light language and I write and I channel light codes and being a messenger of these information. I've started to realize that everything has a frequency, numbers and symbols. And so, as a Reiki master in 2008, I started a program where I was trying to embody the different chakras to understand and learn more about them as I was working on them with other people. And I do that through color and healing and food and crystals and oils. There's so many different ways to really connect to these codes and these symbols and these energetic centers within all of us. And over the last 3 to 5 years, I've really become fascinated, especially as my light language has really become very fluent and I'm working with my galactic guides much more often. I'm noticing the power of the symbolism. And so before, the root chakra symbols were just kind of like, oh, pretty. And I would draw them and have them on my altar. But then I started going, what do these symbols mean? What is there? And of course, chakras have been around for 5,000 years. This is ancient wisdom. And it's so beautiful that we can start to connect to this and feel more about this. So, if you look at the symbols of the chakras, you're going to notice that most of them have this downward triangle. And I think of that as us, right? We are planted in this earth, and the point is kind of down below the earth, like with the earth star, and we sprout from it. We begin the foundation of our life. 0 to 7 is very connected to the root chakra. And then the layers keep forming every 7 years of our life as we go higher and higher up the chakra column, experiencing life. And then also, as we are healing traumas, we are shedding and shedding and shedding. So that downward triangle is very symbolic of us on this life journey in these beautiful avatars that we have created to live in this planet. So, in terms of the chakra symbols, think about the symbology of the triangle. It's in everywhere, right? The Masons, Hollywood. Like you've just got triangles everywhere. Triangles. You've got the Trinity. You've got the three sides. You've got mind, body, spirit, and it's pointing down because we have to be grounded. So many people are awakening right now, and so many people, I'm so happy about that. But you are all kind of floating up in the space. You're really connecting, but you're not grounded. And if you're not grounded, you are not going to be able to anchor in this wisdom. You're not going to be able to really heal your own traumas or others, because what will happen as a healer is you might be able to heal other people, but you'll start taking on their stuff and you won't be able to transmute this energy. So if you really want to be a healer, if you really want to be a light worker, you want to anchor in, you want to focus on that foundation, you want to focus on that grounding, that inward triangle pointing down into the earth, grounding you, connecting you to the earth, to this ancient, beautiful Mother Gaia, Pachamama, Terra, right? We need to be connected to that so that way we can truly evolve. And the root chakra has the square around it, right? That's the four walls. Dave Ramsey, you've got utility, you've got your transportation, you've got your house, and you've got your clothing, right? Like food and clothing, right? Like survival, just basic survival. The four walls, also the four directions and the four agreements. And there's just so many fours out there, the four seasons, right? Like four is a part of this life. It's part of this journey in this life. So we are planted here on this earth, which has a box, it has a system, it has this 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 compass for which we can navigate our life. It's not always that easy. The four petals around it represent those different aspects of our life, right? Mind, body, spirit, and soul, right? We've got this physical body that we need to experience in this lifetime. And then when we are grounded, when we are connected, from then we can start to rise and ascend. Now, the second symbol of the chakra system is the sacral chakra. And if you look at that one, it is so different from all of the rest. And I absolutely love it. Now, I'm a fire sign, I'm fixed. So I tend to really be that kind of grounded, that fire energy. But the water symbol of the moon, the sacral chakra is connected to the element of water. So the planet is earth and water. You cannot have the planet Earth without soil and without water. Those are the two things that create the planet. And thus we mirror, as carbon-based beings, the planet perfectly with our land, which is our body, and then our emotions, which is our ocean, right? Our feelings, the way we navigate through this world through feeling. The root chakra is so much about the foundational year 0 to 7, but then every 7 years we rise up and up the chakral column, and just like there's traumas, we have to shed those as they come along. And our feelings are so important. They're going to navigate through that. They're going to teach us a lot about where we are and what we're doing as we're healing. So the symbol of the sacral chakra, I absolutely love it because it has that moon. For those of us that are women, we have a menstrual cycle, and we have the phases of the moon. And sometimes we're a new moon, we're dark. Sometimes we're at a full moon, we're bleeding. Sometimes we're ovulating. Like we have these phases and these moons, which is part of the gift of the divine feminine. And that is for women who are born women. And it is a gift that we need to start accepting and acknowledging, that we can connect to these phases, to these emotions, to these feelings in ways that male and male born bodies just simply cannot. And it is beautiful that there is divine harmony in this world, but we need to acknowledge that there is differences. So if you're looking at the sacral chakra, you're also going to see that there is the moon, the crescent moon that's in there. Now, for those of you that are not menstruating, that were not born in a woman body, you can use the moon to connect in to the cycle, right? Because just like the moon, we ebb and flow. So, if you want to be connecting more into your divine feminine, start connecting to the phases of the moon. Start feeling that cyclical energy of how your own energy shifts, just like ours, throughout the month. And you can, those of you that do not have your womb any longer, know that you still have your hara. It is a sacred energy center. Whether you have a womb, never had a womb, used to have a womb, doesn't matter. We all have this sacred womb energy of creation, of creativity, of passion, of love, of feeling, right? So they can be imbalanced or they can be imbalanced. So if you're very lustful, if you are having a lot of sexual relationships with no partnerships, with no relationships, right? That's actually an imbalance, because you might be feeling empowered in some ways, but you're also not. You're creating trauma and wounds within the sacral chakra because you're not connecting in to the relationship aspect. The sex and procreation and lust is a very root chakra. But if you move up to the sacral chakra, then you're talking about relationships and intimacy that is connected with the passion of embodying with another person romantically. Now, the symbol of the 6 petals around the sacral chakra represent those which we need to overcome, these emotions that we need to overcome in this lifetime: anger, hatred, jealousy, lust, pride. We have so many things, so many feelings that navigate through this world. And this, I grew up, Christian, right? So it's the 7 deadly sins. These are things we are taught. These are things we need to overcome. These are the emotions that are so passionate and jealousy, completely fitting in to the lust, right? You are not overcoming them. You're not rising up the chakral column. You're not allowing yourself to heal within this lifetime. You're simply just allowing carnal, physical survival, safety, survival, 4 walls to win. So those extra, as those petals are growing, you're starting to realize that there's more than just survival, right? There's feelings and there's intimacy and there's creativity, all of which are connected with this beautiful ebb and flow of the moon. The wonderful thing that I love about the sacral chakra is the color is orange. Orange is my favorite color. I'm definitely sporting it today for this video for sure, but just in general, it's one of my favorite colors. Um, it is connected to the monks. The monks wear orange. Why do they wear orange? Have you ever wondered that? I did. It's a symbol of pure enlightenment, right? So the orange is a beautiful color of being able to encompass this body spiritually and to be able to overcome these attributes in this life so that way we can live in harmony and balance and grace and ease, which is what we are supposed to do in this life. And so while we're in these physical bodies, right, we might be in a box and we might be planted in this physical body, but we have to be able to move out of it, move into the stars, to move into the moon, to the ebb and the flow of life, feeling our emotions and allowing them to come through us, right? Isn't that beautiful to think about? When you think about the color orange, think about sunrises and sunsets, think about the enlightenment and the monks and those this kind of pure energy that comes in because the sacral chakra is so much connected to the ocean. I love to have seashells on my altar. So when I'm connecting to the sacral chakra, to remind me that, as much as I am body, I am also water, that I can program the water within me by, drinking a lot of water during the day and taking baths and showers, connecting to the sacral chakra, Epsom salt is going to help with muscular release for the root chakra, but a little bit of pink Himalayan salt also has that little quality of orange in there that will give you emotional release. You can take these baths and see all the negative stuff, coming into the water and just releasing out of you and then going down the drain and transmuted, right? And then you can come out of this bath cleansed and freshed and renewed. You can tap your emotions, right? Emotional freedom technique. As you're having these feelings that are coming in, you can just kind of, think of the thoughts that are not working for you and you can replace them. I'm not worthy, replacing it with I am worthy, right? It's being able to catch these triggers, these anger, these things that pop up, and to be able to overcome, to be able to flow with them. It's not about stopping or pushing them down. No, it's about feeling through them. What's the gift in this for me? If there's anger, what is the boundary it's trying to teach you? If there's sadness, where is the hurt? What needs to be released, right? Like looking at every emotion as a gift instead of don't cry, don't get angry. It used to be growing up, don't cry. And now everyone says, don't get angry. So it's like these things are human, these are natural. The point is to be able to take these emotions and while you're in the middle of them, observe them and work through them. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to be like, you know what, I'm out, I'm really mad, I need some space. And then you can think about it and come back with kind of a fresh mind. Sometimes you need to cry. You need to be, you're tired, need a nap, take a nap. You need a bath, take a bath. Right? Self-care, self-love. That's how we're going to overcome. That's how we're going to rise above, right? Because we're in these physical bodies, but we need to feel our feelings. That's what the symbol of the sacral chakra is trying to tell us, which is so, so very beautiful. There is so many beautiful things out there about the symbolism of the chakras. I'll do some more videos later as we go up the chakras, but this will kind of get you started connected. I would recommend putting on some beautiful sacral chakra music. YouTube has so many wonderful musicians out there that have, the 417 hertz, which is the frequency of the sacral chakra, and you can kind of put that out. You can listen to it. You can use crystal bowls, whatever you want, and then just draw the symbol, color orange, or you can go on Google and you can search sacral chakra images and There's coloring images that are out there. You can just print one out and color it. I love doing that. It's a great way to connect to the chakra and color it in. Of course, you can go to the store and buy them too. Absolutely. But you can also make your own. It's a circle with a moon and 6 petals, and color it orange. And then that will help you if you're feeling a lot of emotions or you don't understand where the emotions are coming from. Color the sacral chakra, and or take that beautiful printout or that beautiful image that you drew with pen and paper, and then put it on your altar and put crystals around it. Charge it with the intention of understanding and flowing with your emotions with grace and ease. This is how we do the healing job. This is how you find your own inner guru. Is you start trusting your own intuition. You start asking questions. Why is this happening to me? What is the gift in this for me? And then it's with that inquisitive nature, that curiosity, that you are going to start to understand yourself and your feelings and your phases, right? The phases of the moon. You're not always going to be happy. Stop. If you are trying to live a life where you're always happy, cut it out. You're not always going to be happy. You're not supposed to be. You can always be in calm and in zen and in peace. Yes. Happy? No. Happiness is a gift. Happiness, bliss is a frequency that you can attain. But in general, you're wanting to be able to understand the flows of these emotions, right? You're happy because you're with someone you love. You're sad because this happened, right? Understanding you're angry because someone tested this boundary. Learning how to flow with your emotions. What's out of alignment with you? Are you overindulging in anger? Are you overindulging in lust? Are you overindulging in jealousy? Are you overindulging in greed? Are you overindulging in these emotions that are not of your highest and best? Then you realize it, and you can start to make the harmonizing and the balancing choices to create more harmony, grace, and ease in your life. Watch more of my videos if you want more tips on how to connect to different chakras. Um, a little bit about me. I, spent my whole life being a method actress and getting into the character. And then as a healer, I've done the same thing. I get into the character of each chakra. So I feel like it's a beautiful way to understand them. You do that through color, through healing, through sound, through frequency, through symbolism, through food, right? All of these ways are ways that you connect. I have a chakra embodiment program online. So if you want to check it out, you can go to my website at pagelucierjohnson.com. All right. Many blessings to you. Thank you for being part of my journey and part of my spiritual tribe. I wish you all many blessings. Also, as a side note, sometimes when you're working in different chakras, you can get triggers. Things will pop up. Please know that I am a healer. I am a Reiki master teacher. I am also certified in crystalline soma healing. I'm a channel. I work with light language and the galactic family. And I would love to work with you. So if you would like to add a healing into your package, if you're already working with me, or if you would like to work with me individually, I can do in person if you're in the Monadnock area of New Hampshire, or we can do Zoom sessions. I have clients in Australia and Scotland and all over the world, Ohio, New Hampshire, all over the place. Argentina. It's such a weird world with COVID, right? We can do this now. We can connect with each other. So if you're feeling the call where you would like to work with me, if you're feeling the call that you would like to work with your chakras, you would understand your emotions more, please reach out to me. I would love to help you in that journey. Many blessings to you on your spiritual journey. Blessings of spirit. Bye-bye.